The truth about supplements is that most people take them without actually realizing what they're doing. So today I'm going to break down exactly what I take, why I take it, and when it actually makes sense to use them. Now, I'm not here to sell you anything, and I'm not sponsored by anyone. This is just genuinely what's worked for me. So before I get into talking about all the supplements, I'm actually going to split this video into like 3 sections. So first one will be a performance section. This will be like your foundations or your recovery stuff. The second one will be health and support. And then the third section will be like a speciality section, I suppose, like a bonus section. Right, so the first section, we are missing one, but we'll start off. Creatine monohydrate. Now, I take 5 grams of this every day. This is one of the few supplements that's actually been studied for years and years, and it's pretty much got no negative side effects. If you haven't taken it before, I suggest a loading phase where you take 15 to 20 grams for around a week and then go into your 5 grams a day. This is going to hydrate your muscles more, so it's going to pull more water into the muscles, so you'll feel stronger. You'll probably look a bit bigger as well when you first start taking it because of that water retention into the muscles. However, you won't gain any subcutaneous water from this, so it's not going to make you look puffier. You'll actually look bigger. It's just pulled straight into your muscles. The next one would be whey protein, but I don't have it, so just pretend this is a bag of protein powder. The main reason I take protein powder is mainly for convenience. Most of the time I am hitting my protein throughout the day just from my meals, but if I'm ever traveling or I'm low on protein for the day, that's very ideal to take. Plus it's pretty cheap. I feel like everyone should have just some protein powder. It doesn't really matter which brand you have, as long as it's pretty high quality, you'll be fine. And the last one in this first section is dextrose. I don't see too many people talking about dextrose. So if you don't know what this is, it's a fast-acting carbohydrate. So similar to how sugar works, it's great for replenishing glycogen. So I will always have around 50 grams of this, a scoop of this, with protein powder, with my creatine as well, my 5 grams of creatine after my training. So after your training, especially if you're training something like legs, your muscles are going to be very deprived of glycogen. So this will help refuel them quicker and start recovering quicker. Dextrose could also be handy if you're someone who trains 2 times in a day or you have really long sessions. So if you train for longer than like an hour and a half, you could introduce this mid-workout so it could keep your energy levels up. So the next section is going to be health and support. So the first one, now if you live in the UK or anywhere that's cold, you're definitely going to need this. It's vitamin D3. I pretty much take this all year unless I'm traveling and I'm in a hot country that's really hot. Most people in the UK are actually deficient in vitamin D3 without even realizing it. It'll help with a lot of things like your hormone functions, your mood, that kind of stuff. And it's just one of those supplements that a lot of people are deficient in. So I'd recommend taking that. The next one is going to be omega-3s or fish oils. If you eat a lot of fatty fish like salmon, which I don't really, then you might not need this, or you might not need as much as this. Now fish oils are going to help with lubricating your joints. So if you're doing a lot of heavy lifting, which I'm assuming you are because you're watching this video, it's going to help a lot with that, and it's going to prevent injury. And the last one in this section is a greens powder. It doesn't have to be from anywhere specific. I just have this one from bulk. I'll tend to supplement this on days where I haven't hit my micronutrients or I haven't had a lot of vegetables, which is pretty much every day. Just a heads up, it doesn't taste great, so you'll just have to deal with that, but it is handy to have. And the last section, this is more specific to me, so I'll start off with this one, berberine. If you're bulking and you're eating a lot of food, this is very, very, very handy. What it does is it helps your digestion and it helps keep your insulin sensitivity high and keep your blood sugar stable. So if you're eating a lot of carbs, which if you're bulking you probably are, when you eat a lot of carbs in one sitting, your blood sugar will just spike. Whereas what this will do is it will keep your blood sugar a lot more stable and it'll help your body utilize carbohydrates better. And because of this, there are some studies that suggest that this could help with reducing fat gain on a bulk because your body's more efficient at utilizing the carbs. And the last supplement is dandelion root extract. This is a natural diuretic. A diuretic, if you don't know, it basically pulls all the water out of your body. Obviously this is a natural version, so it's not like a diuretic a lot of bodybuilders would use before going on stage where they're literally about to die. This is natural. This is definitely for short-term use only. I wouldn't recommend using it every day because it does actually dehydrate you as it's pulling water from your body. I'll only use it when I want to drop a bit of water weight, like subcutaneous water, for something specific like a holiday or if I do like a photo shoot or something. If you used it every day, it actually negatively impacts your training because you're going to be dehydrated, so you won't have as much much water in your muscles, so you won't be as strong. You'll increase the chance of injury. So only take this for short-term use if you just want to get rid of some like water weight for a specific day. So supplements are great, but they're called supplements for a reason. They're only to support your nutrition. So you shouldn't be relying on them, and you shouldn't be using them to try and outweigh a bad diet. You should fix your diet first, and then you can implement supplements just for that extra edge. So if you found this video helpful, please drop a comment and let me know which supplements you actually take and which ones you think are overrated. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.